I'd like to go over the remote real quick. This button up here with the speaker, that's your Lexus. This does come with a Lexus. While you're in the app, you can ask it what the weather is, ask it all kinds of questions. When was George Washington born? Anything that you want. This ring right here is your directional ring. That's left, right, up, and down. The center is your action button. You'll be pressing that. This button you'll be using quite a lot. That's your menu button. Depending on what you're in, that will get you to a menu. That's your home button, which will always bring you to the home screen. It's a picture of a house. That's your back button. And then you have your play, pause, fast forward, and rewind. So that's a basic overview of your remote. In addition to the remote that you have, you can also go to the Play Store and download the Amazon TV remote to work with your iPhone or your phone, and that way you don't have, it's easier to use when you gotta be typing in stuff when you're searching or anything like that, because you can just press the buttons on your phone, as opposed to with the regular remote that comes with it, you gotta scroll to each letter. So it's a good idea to have that app too. This right here, what you're looking at, is your home screen. Now when you first plug in yours, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to put in your Wi-Fi password. After you put in your Wi-Fi password and you're connected, the next thing it's going to ask you is to continue on as whatever's there, whatever name is there. There's already an account built in that you can use if you don't have an Amazon account. If you do have an Amazon account, you could decide to sign in. Click I have an Amazon account and sign in that way and use your account. But you could just use the account that's on there. You're not going to be able to buy anything if you wanted to with that, but it'll get you in. After that's done, it's going to ask if you want to save. No, actually probably won't even do that yet because I'm past that. But it's going to bring you to this home screen after you do those two things. This is your home screen. The button that I showed you on the remote with the little picture of the house, that will always get you here. Now this home screen, you're not really going to use that much. As you can see, it's trying to basically sell you all kinds of things. Almost all this stuff here you're going to have to pay for. Now you could go into some games, maybe get some free games if you want or not. But the two things that you're going to be concerned with is, go back to home, is these two recent apps that are going to come up. They're there in recent, and they're also your apps and games. The first one is Mobdro. That's for live TV. We'll show you that one first. The second one is for Cody. That's for all your movies and TV shows. So really at your home screen here, that's about all you want to mess with. So I'll show you Mobdro. We'll open it up and we can scroll down to here. Now whatever is blacked out, as I'm moving the cursor, that's what you're on. It blacks it out. Let's say I want to watch the news. So I click on the news. I've got all these choices. Here, I like Fox News. I'll put on that. Oops. So we had an error. Let's try it again. That's the first time that's happened. Alright, well, let's try CNBC. That has never happened. What is going on here? Check channels. That has never happened. History Channel.
And Farrah.
Alright, History Channel came on. That was a History Channel. Sci-fi. There's a Sci-Fi channel. Don't know what happened to the news there. Let's go back, try it again. That has never failed me. Try Fox News again. There's got to be a hiccup in the internet. There it is.
This is Lloyd. To prove to you that the better choice for him is a lead, he's agreed to give it up.
Okay, but I have 38.
Now you'll find that all these channels are about 30 seconds delayed from what would be on your regular cable TV. We'll go over the channels that you got again. Go to home. As you can see in MobDraw, it will keep track of your recently watched shows. Fox News. That must be coming off my other Fire Stick. Okay. Here's a good example of all the channels that you got. ABC, House and Garden, History, Sci-Fi, TNT, CBS, AMC, Spike, A&E, TBS, HBO, HBO Family, HBO East, HBO Signature, HBO Comedy, Hallmark Channel, PBS, Animal Planet, National Geographic. I can go on and on. So the first thing I would recommend that you do, if you have, what's that service, Netflix, you might as well cancel it, because you are going to get everything and more than Netflix gets. With the other program I'm going to show you, you're going to get every movie, and I'll explain that to you in a second. Just to show you, we'll see what's on National Geographic right now.
I think Pope Pius XII
there it is.
had sincere determination to protect the church. It's an awesome responsibility, one that's hard for any of us to fathom.
Now, I'm going to go back to home on this and show you Kodi. This is the other app that you're going to be using. This one's for your movies and TV shows on demand, anything you want, anything you can think of. Click on Kodi with your action button on your remote, or use your phone app. Okay, and this will get faster. The more you use it, it'll load up faster. Now you got your choices: TV shows, movies. That's about all you're going to use it for. The sports, kids, and all this live TV doesn't work. You might need to go into your system for something, but basically TV shows or movies. So also what you have, and I add one in here, if you want to get to your favorites, actually we'll go for a movie first. It's freezing up on me. It's probably downloading. Yeah, it's probably still downloading because I just added this app to this. So, we'll go to TV shows. And it's going to bring up, see, it's still updating. You see that Metalio add-on updated. It's still doing thing. go back. TV shows. Now scroll down. Eslium, that first one, or Covenant, either one. Those two are really good. The rest of them, they're not that good. You'll get everything you want on these two. TV shows. Down to Elysium. Now, click on Elysium. And you'll see all kinds of categories. Now we'll go with populars. Still working. Now this will go a lot faster. This is still loading. I just installed this program, so it's kind of everything's kind of just going to be slow. I'm already making it faster for you. Populars. Or you can go scroll down to search and search for any TV show you want. New from the past, anything, and see all the seasons of it. Go to like Game of Thrones here. Here's a good one. Now what I'm going to show you, if you want to watch Games of Thrones, you could just click it right here, but if you use on your remote the button next to home, the menu button, that's the one with the 3 lines across it, just to the right of the home button, it'll give you some options here, and you can add it to your favorite so you can always go back to it very, very easily from the home screen. I'll show you that in a minute. In fact, we're going to do that right now. We'll go back to the home screen right there. Now to get to favorites, I put that in the favorites. You got to get down to that star in the bottom left hand corner. Click favorites. There's Game of Thrones. Now if you want to ever get rid of it, you hit that 3-line button next to the home thing, and it'll give you the option to remove it, but we don't want to do that. I'm going to leave it on for you. It's a great show. Click Game of Thrones. So that's how you start a favorites list, and that's how you get to favorites. Now, go any season you want. Start right from the beginning. First episode, first season. It's called Winter is Coming. Click on it. Now it's going to prepare sources for it. And then it's going to give you some options of the sources. I usually take the first one. Usually works very first one. Now sometimes, once in a while, it might be in a foreign language. That's usually with your real new stuff, your real new movies. And then so you go back, you hit your back button on your remote, and you go to the next source down and try that. So came up with the sources. First one is in HD, which is great. Go Movies, that's a good one. And I'm going to play it. And here we go. Watching the very first season of very first episode of Game of Thrones, and you can watch the whole darn thing. Now, with your menu key now, the one that's the button on your remote next to the home button, you can stop. Go to stop, fast forward, rewind, whatever. I always stop completely before I go do anything. Now, I want to show you something on movies. Movies. Go back down to Elysium. And it's going to give you the categories of movies. Now, the one I don't recommend is this one in theaters. You really want to wait for a movie to come out on DVD. Once it comes out on DVD, you're going to get a nice high quality picture. If you try to watch something that just came out last Friday, the sound's going to be bad, the picture's going to be bad. It's like somebody took it sitting in a seat in a theater. So I would skip the in theaters, go to like new movies, or go all the way to search and search for any movie you want. Anything from the past. You can search for movies that are 40 years old. We'll do a search. Okay. I'm going to go for another good movie. Kong Skull Island. There it is. I'm going to throw that in your favorites too before I hit it, because this is a great movie. You can always take it out if you don't want it. Go down to add to favorites. That's done. Now click on it. And just like the TV, it's going to prepare sources. Then it's going to show you those sources. And I'm using Uverse too. My internet is Uverse. It's about 4 times slower than Comcast. If you got Comcast, you're going to go through this stuff a lot faster. But I got sick of getting ripped off by Comcast, so I'm going to be with Uverse for a while. And here's the movie. Now I'll speed up a little bit here. I want to get to a part where it gets into this kind of a preliminary part of it, which is good. You got to watch that, but I just want to show you the quality of this is when it starts back in time, and then it comes up to like present day. I think the Nixon era. There we go. You can also use the you can also use your remote. I don't know how I just did that. Messing with my remote. We'll get back to this. Kong Island. It should be able to resume. Yeah, it's resuming right from where I left off. I just hit the wrong button.
about rescheduling today's appointment, but he should have something available in the coming week.
Well, I'm gonna stop it.
Hell, you're looking well.
So you didn't get the message, Randy? To reschedule for the
Stop.
5th?
Back. And also in your movies, you got lots of nice categories here. Oh, I forgot to hit asylum. Go down to Eslium. Highlight movies, then go down to Eslium. You got the Disney collection. You got the Marvel Universe. Top rated new movies, populars. Basically, I recommend everything except in theaters. You do want to wait for them to be out in DVD. Now, as far as your current TV shows on TV, those work great. Say Grey's Anatomy is on Tuesday night, new. And you don't have TV anymore or whatever. You can go to this, go to Grey's Anatomy, and within a day or two you will see the latest season. Plus you can go back to every season, every episode. So you won't miss any of your shows. Any HBO shows, you can get rid of all your premium channels on your cable. You don't need them. You're going to get any show you want, any movie you want. Get rid of Netflix, get rid of all your premium channels, and you can actually really get rid of TV too. And it's showing you a bunch of all these Disney shows. Go back to Marvel Universe. All kinds of movies from Marvel. All the way down. Okay. Now we're going to hit the home button, and this is the final step. When you're done watching your movies or whatever you're doing, go back to home. See it up at the top there? Go down to settings. These are your main settings. Go down to device. Click on it. And put it to sleep. Now the device is asleep. I'm going to go back to my original source. Now this is my Uverse. I'm watching Uverse.
Could have been much more grand, much
Now
more
when I
larger,
wanna
potentially much more dangerous.
go back to
Police are also
my Amazon Fire Stick, I just hit the home
investigating
button on the
house
remote.
that was owned by an imam who they
And it'll automatically switch me to the HDMI 2, and I'm back here. I can go down to Kodi, watch movies and TV shows, or I can go again to Mobdro and watch live TV. Whatever you do, go back to the home. Don't ever, on device, really don't fool with this. Just go to sleep. Do not hit that reset to factory defaults. If you hit that, you wipe out all the programming and you have a standard Fire Stick with nothing else on it but stuff that you gotta pay for. You'll lose Kodi, you'll lose Mobdro. It'll be like you just bought it at the store and it came out of the box. So never hit that reset to factory defaults. Now, if it's getting a little buggy, go to restart, and that'll refresh the stick. Kind of like rebooting your computer. I like to restart it often, and I always put it to sleep when I'm done using it. That way the Fire Stick isn't sitting there just running and getting hot and getting confused and stuff like that while you're not watching. Takes a minute. Loading up Fire Stick again. It's going to take you to your home screen and you'll be ready to go. So, I hope you found this video helpful. That's about all I can think to share with you. Watch this video before you plug this in, and it will be very easy for you to use. The more you use it, the easier it is. We find ourselves, we hardly watch regular TV anymore. We're basically just using the Fire Stick because we get what we want when we want it. Very, very, you'll drift more toward this than you will regular TV. I guarantee it. So thanks for watching, and if there's any updates or anything like that, I will post those on YouTube too. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get any updates if you need it. I'll be making more videos. Thank you.